All right, hello everyone. Here we are back for hole number 2. And what you might want to do, make sure that you have Spitfire on. I'm going to go Thor's Hammer on this one just to kind of cover my bases and give kind of everybody a shot here. So we're going to do this one with Thor's Hammer and a hook shot. But ideally, if you can use Apocalypse, definitely check out my other guide. That's the way that I'm going to recommend that you play it. But what I'm going to do here, this is a little bit tougher to do. Let me get my Thor 5 on. 10.5 Kingmaker ball. So what it usually happens is you usually land on a side hill here that kicks the ball towards the right. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to line up, probably going to use somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 topspin or so. And I'm going to, assume that it's going to land. This is probably going to be about the center of the fairway. And I'm just going to stack one bullseye on top of that. So let's just try this, see what it looks like. I might have just overplayed it a little bit. See if I can hang on. Looks pretty good. I went maybe one, two ring too far. It was a little bit of a tail end, and but all in all, not too bad. I do like to land a little bit right center because I know that it kind of almost overhooks. So if you land on the left half of that fairway, you might actually roll into the rough. So you do kind of want to land right center there. But you can see that even with, whether you have to hook or whether, I would prefer, more of the stability of the epoch shot because I think it's going to roll out a little bit more consistent. And as I mentioned, if you mess up that land zone with that hook shot, it's going to make things considerably tougher for you. But here you can see we're probably going to be very close to max. Probably going to change the way that I do this. I'm really not going to have the range that I'd like. So here you can see that I'm going to need to start to increase the top spin. It's going to make it just a little bit harder to hold out. So here I'm going to probably land somewhere around here, and then I'll usually use pretty close to the max ring number for this adjustment. So I'm thinking, somewhere in the neighborhood of 11 to 12 rings. I'm just going to do it in one pull. You can see that it's just over power shot. So just a touch. I did hit a great ball. Let's just see how this comes in. So far, so good. That looks pretty good, but it's just going to come in with just a little bit too much speed. You don't want to put that much topspin on, but if you have to, you have to. So you can kind of see where I left myself. Still going to put me in a good position to win. It looks like the replays that I'm playing, both guys parred, so it is still going to be a dangerous hole where you'll want to make sure that you're in the fairway, and missing this fairway could potentially make birdie very, very challenging. Not saying that you won't get it, but you'll have to make it from the fairway down here. And one of the things that I'd recommend is, for the most part, you might not want to force the issue. If it seems like you're probably going to roll in that lower sand, you're probably better off leaving it where my opponent just did. So just keep that in mind. If you think you can get to the top of the hill and you're almost certain that it's going to, then I would recommend doing it. However, if you're going to, hit your drive off course and try to recover, you're much better off leaving it right here and either going for a thorn dunk shot. I wouldn't recommend the rapier shot. This is probably where this guy went wrong. So there's 2 ways that I would do this. I would either dunk a thorn, or I would play the full backspin thorn shot. So there's very low percentage chance you're going to make it like this, so I don't recommend doing it like this. Almost nobody I play in tour play ever makes a wedge shot like this, especially with a side wind. Very, very low percentage shot. It's probably the hardest out of all the shots that you could attempt from this situation. So something you'd want to avoid. And what you'll usually see, you usually see guys underplay it However, you know, the guys who try to end up compensating for that usually end up overplaying it. It's just a very, very tricky pitch. So definitely I would recommend, you know, just kind of leaving it back there, either going for the dunk or min thorn, which usually plays about 4 per ring, give or take, at min thorn there. So good luck with that second hole, guys, and I'll catch you guys for hole 3 coming up.